In this demonstration, Staff Sergeant Austin McGrath will be calling the hawk to the glove. This is one of 5 essential skills of the falconer.
Season, Westerville Central playing host to the Chieftains of Bellefontaine. Welcome to Central Ohio Sports Network's broadcast presentation of Westerville Central Warhawk football. Brent Ford with you here in the booth. Down on the sideline is Wes Minke. It'll be a fun night here in Westerville from Warhawk Field. The Warhawks, with military and first responders night, are wearing camo jerseys with their white helmets and white pants. The Chieftains of Bellefontaine are in their black pants, white tops, and black helmets. It'll be a fun night for football here in Westerville. Looking forward to it. A big thank you and shout out to all of our military and first responders. They do a lot for this country, and because of their sacrifice, we are able to be here tonight broadcasting the game, watching high school football in this country. Back number on the camo jerseys, and if they don't turn the right way, I can't really see it. And we are underway, and the kick is going to be brought down for Westerville Central at their own 6 to our right, bringing along the numbers far side to the 20, 25, and spun down right around the 28-yard line. To left as we see it, they'll be from the far hash mark at their own 28-yard line. At the 11:53 mark to play in this first quarter, and it's Kevin King Foku off the left edge, and he loses the football at the 32-yard line. Did Bellefontaine fall on it? No, the officials say that Kevin King Foku was down and recovered by Westerville Central. Nate Miller will go into the shotgun. He's got 3 receivers split out wide to the right. They bring Omar Bangora in motion in the near side, hand it off across the 30, gets to the 33, and out of the 35. And he'll get a gain of a couple yards on that one. It's going to bring up 3rd down for Westerville Central, but it's 3rd and short. Substitution, and it'll be Nate Miller under center, and they'll hand it off onto the near side, across the 40 to the 45, midfield goes Omar Bangora, goes into Bellefontaine territory at the 30, and he's brought down at the 29-yard line for a big gain, and Coach Frankie talked about that last night. Side will be Cam Hebner. Miller into the shotgun. Kevin King Foku onto his right side hip. They'll hand it off. No, they throw it into the flat far side. That's Omar Bangora to the 25. Sidesteps down to the 20. And it's going to take 4 Chieftains. Now it's going to take 6 Chieftains to bring him down. And it'll be a big pickup on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and short for Westerville Central. Side left with 1 man inside of him. Miller out of the gun with Kevin King Foku onto his right side hip. Play action. Miller rolling to his left, has a little bit of time, looking, throws across his body, middle of the field, incomplete. He was looking across the middle to Abraham Cisse. Gun with 2 backs to his left side. One of them is Omar Bangora. And it's a design quarterback keeper for Nate Miller. Runs the left side. He's going to have the 1st down across the 20, down to about the 18-yard line. And that'll be a fresh set of downs for Westerville Central. 1st and 10, Westerville Central at the Bellefontaine 18-yard line. Kevin King Foku, the handoff onto the right edge, across to the hashes, gets to the 15 to the 14, and he's finally drugged down at around the 13-yard line. It's going to bring up 2nd down. Onto the right side hash mark at the Bellefontaine, looks like 12-yard line is where they'll mark it, and we're going to get encroachment on the defense. Miller will go into the shotgun. Foku onto his left side hip. Ja'Kai Johnson is back there as well. Now Omar Bangora in motion. They hand it off to Foku onto the right edge, and he works his way down to the 5-yard line. And stopped on the play by Bellefontaine's 34, Caleb Overman. Inside of him, off to the far hash mark is the ball placement. Miller, high snap, goes over his head all the way back to the 25-yard line. He's going to land on it and give himself up back at the 27-yard line. Westerville Central was looking at a 2nd and goal at the 5, and now they're looking at 3rd and goal all the way back at the 27-yard line. Central all the way back at the 27-yard line. 4 receiver set. Miller alone, looking to throw, has time in the pocket. Scrambles, steps up. He's going to run to the 25 and slides down at the 21-yard line. And that'll bring up 4th down now and goal for Westerville Central back at the 21-yard line. From the 28-yard line, it'll be a 38-yard field goal for the first points of the season, and Westerville Central is on the board for the first time in 2025 with the lead.
6 minutes, 12 seconds in the first quarter.
A 38-yard field goal. Lined up. They send it away. Long kick. It's going to go into the back of the end zone, and this will be a touchback. Rain St. Clair under center. They'll put a 4 receiver set. They'll run it. No, correction. And a pass on the play action is incomplete. Caden Folk. Now St. Clair will work out of the shotgun. A 3 receiver set. Ball between the hashes. 2 receivers to his far side left. The Chieftains working left to right as we see it. St. Clair out of the gun. They'll hand it off up the middle. And a big pickup there of 10-plus yards. 15 for big number 24, Carter Caudill. St. Clair out of the shotgun. Brings it. Caudill in motion from the near side into the backfield. St. Clair a little toss outside to Caudill across the 30. He's going to lose yards, and a great open field tackle by Westerville Central. It was Kajai Johnson who was able to get that stop. 2 yards, 2nd and 12 for Bellefontaine. St. Clair out of the shotgun. A 3 receiver set to his far side left. 1 receiver all the way out near side right, and Patrick Stolley.
2nd and 12 to 32.
St. Clair out of the gun. Caudill the handoff. He'll work it to the near side, 35, and then get to the 37-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd down, as in on the stop was Greg Woods for Westerville Central. 4 to play opening quarter. St. Clair will work out of the shotgun. 3 receivers to the near side right. Ball between the hashes at the 37. Man in motion to that far side. St. Clair looking, dumps it underneath to Caudill. He backtracks to the 30, now the 35, far side 40 at the numbers, and then rushed out of bounds at around the 47-yard line. They might mark him up to the 48, but it is enough for a Bellefontaine first down. Clair out of the gun. New back in the backfield for St. Clair in the shotgun. And he wants to throw on first down, comes to the near side, and Omar Bangora just lights up Spencer Stolley and powers him down to the ground. It's going to bring up 2nd down for Bellefontaine in Westerville Central territory, though, after a 4-yard pickup. And a 3 receiver set to the near side right, 1 far side left, outside the numbers. 1 back in the backfield. They'll hand it off on a 2nd down, breaking some tackles and working to the near side, but finally brought down by a couple of Warhawks. Brian Carter was on that carry over the Chieftains. 3 receivers set to the near side right, 1 far side left. Ball near hash mark. St. Clair sends a man in motion. Sutton Daring out into the slot far side. Caudill gets the carry. He's going to be stopped in the backfield by 3 Warhawks. Bangora was there along with Crozier. The punt from Rain St. Clair, actually.
Rain St. Clair.
St. Clair sends it high into the air. Coming near side is Cam Hebner, calling for the fair catch, and brings it down at around the 22-yard line of Westerville Central. 24-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Nate Miller will work out of the shotgun. Omar Bangora in motion far side. Play action fake, throws to Bangora in the flat far side, 25-30. Stiff arms to the 33, and finally thrown out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards for Omar Bangora. That'll be a fresh set of downs for the silver and black. Left, Omar Bangora in the slot near inside of him. Ball far hash mark, Miller out of the gun. The snap, the handoff, Foku up the middle, and he barrels his way to the 40-yard line. They're going to mark him short at the 39, pickup of 4 yards for Kevin King Foku. Miller out of the gun with 2 backs on either hip. 1 receiver out wide to the right. They'll hand it off, and this will be Omar Bangora trying to cut the near side edge. Stiff arms, and he makes his way to the 45-yard line, but he did hit the turf pretty hard. They're going to mark him shy at the 44, and it's going to be 3rd down and 1 now for Westerville Central. They're going to. Miller will go under center with 3 backs in the backfield. They'll hand it off. Ryler Moran gets the carry across the 45 to the 48-yard line. And that'll bring up second down for Westerville Central.
7 on the play, second and 7 at 47.
Penalty markers before the snap. And I think it's going to be a false start against Westerville Central. Yeah, you could probably let this just run. Miller takes the snap, tosses it back. Kevin King Foku onto the right edge, and he's trying to break a tackle and gets a couple of yards, maybe one out of it. Third down 11 to open up the second quarter for Westerville Central. Nate Miller takes the snap, throws over the middle, incomplete. He was looking inside to Kevin Blas. Cohen Buss set to punt it away. Goes into the air. Stolly coming underneath of it, calls for the fair catch at the 23-yard line. And that is where Westerville Central's defense will march out now in this second quarter. One receiver out wide to the right, ball far hash mark. St. Clair takes the snap, screen play to the near side as they get it into the hands of Spencer Stolly. And a penalty marker comes in. Nick Creaky was in on that last tackle for Westerville Central, and the penalty of holding against Bellefontaine. So 1st and 20 for the Chieftains. 4 wide, 3 to the right, 1 near side left. Out of the gun is St. Clair from the near hash mark. Rolls out to his right, wants to throw on the run, looking deep down the field, up at midfield, and it's going to be incomplete. In and out of the hands of Josh Phillips, and Westerville Central was right there in on the coverage. Nick Creaky once again for the silver and black with a big break up. And they're actually calling it 19 now on the scoreboard, but St. Clair out of the gun with a 3-receiver set, dropping back. Pressure comes. Bangora trying to chase him down, and St. Clair's going to throw it out of bounds and away. Good decision by the sophomore quarterback. The student section getting loud. It's a big 3rd down and 14 for Bellefontaine. Caudill gets the carry to the 20, and he barrels his way all the way to the 25-yard line. He's going to get a nice chunk of yards back, but it's going to bring up 4th down and about 9 or 8 for Bellefontaine, and the Chieftains are going to go into punt formation. Rain St. Clair to punt it away. Cam Hebner back at his own 46-yard line. St. Clair sends it away. Calls for the fair catch is Cam Hebner and brings it down. Miller designed run to the near side right, and he's brought down at the 46-yard line. Hebner to the near side right, ball near hash mark at the 46. Miller rolling to his left on the shotgun snap, has some time to set under pressure. He's going to be brought down in the backfield at the 30-yard line, and the officials did not blow that play dead. You could definitely tell that Nate Miller was giving himself up, and the officials allowed it to go on. It's 3rd down and 22 back at their own 31-yard line. They'll hand it off to Kevin King Foku. They'll work to the near side. He's looking for a block. Tries to rub one off, and he gets to the 38-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down for Westerville Central. Snap is back a little low. Buss handles it. Side goes right off the side of his foot, and it's going to go right out of bounds at midfield. St. Clair we talked about it last night. Maybe he was going to show up and see Rain St. Clair at quarterback. And Caudill on the carry there was brought down by Mohamed Bangora and number 25, Luke Glazer. 2nd and 13. Rain St. Clair out of the shotgun and a 4-receiver set under pressure. Tosses it over to Caudill, and it's incomplete over his head as once again he had a lot of big Warhawks chasing him down. It's 3rd down and 13 now for Bellefontaine. 2 receivers set, far side right, 1 near side left. Ball near hash mark for St. Clair out of the shotgun. Drops back, looking to throw, looks to his right, has some time, fires. He's looking deep into the middle, down to the 15-yard line, and it's incomplete. Spencer Stolly was the intended target. And in on the coverage for Westerville Central was Nick Creaky once again on the deep ball. They're back to receive the punt for Westerville Central. Stands back at his own 22-yard line. Rain St. Clair sends it away to the near side. And it's going to go out of bounds right around the 20-yard line, it looked like. As in now for Westerville Central on their 4th possession of the half. Kevin King Foku off the 19-yard line to to the near side, to the 20, to the 22. Pick up a few yards there. It'll bring up second down for Westerville Central. Miller out of the shotgun. Two receivers to the near side right. Now they send Bus in motion to the far side left with Omar Bangura out wide to the left. Miller over the middle, and it's caught around the 35-yard line. Cam Hebner crawls it in to the 36, and Westerville Central will have a first down. Miller under center with three backs in the backfield. They'll hand it off Foku, who works the near side numbers, and he's tripped up to the 39-yard line. Pickup of 3 yards brings up second down. Under 6 minutes to play in this opening half. 2nd and 7, Westerville Central. Kevin King Foku across the 40 to the 43. Brings up third down now for Westerville Central.
Tackle number 24 for the Chieftains, Carter Caudell.
Ball near hash mark. Miller will go under center. Three backs in the backfield. Miller hands it off to Omar Bangura, left side. Finds a blocker to the 45. Breaks a tackle to midfield and stumbles into Bellefontaine territory at the 46-yard line. First down, Westerville Central, and you could tell if he would have kept on his feet, that could have been a play for 6 on the board. Bellefontaine 46, Miller under center. Three backs in the backfield, and a bad snap, and I'm not sure what that was. Now the penalty marker flies. They're going to wave off the penalty. There is no penalty. The scoreboard says second. The marker on the far sideline says first. Either way, it's a run for Kevin King Foku up the middle to the 35. Breaks the tackle to the 30, and now down to the 26-yard line. Doesn't matter what just happened because Kevin King Foku snaps off a big yard gain, and Westerville Central gets deeper into Bellefontaine territory.
Tackle by number 5.
Out of the timeout, Westerville Central looks at 1st and 10 at the Bellefontaine 26-yard line. Nate Miller throws into the flat near side. Cam Hebner tucks it across the 25 and brought down at the 20-yard line. Bus will come onto the right side of the line. Two backs in the backfield, and it'll be Nate Miller who keeps it himself, and he just gives himself up at the 21-yard line. No gain. It'll be third down for the Warhawks of Westerville Central. Bellefontaine will start the third quarter with possession. Miller under center, takes the snap, hands it off. Kevin King Foku follows blocks to the near side 15. He gets to the 14-yard line. That's enough for a Warhawk first down. Pickup of 7 yards for Kevin King Foku. Three receivers to the near side right. Omar Bangura is there, now goes in motion into the backfield. They'll hand it off. No, they throw it over the middle, and it's incomplete. Nate Miller was looking for Cam Hebner across the middle, and he couldn't get it. It was in the breadbasket, but it just fell right out of Cam Hebner's hands. Omar Bangura in motion to the far side. Miller tosses it back to Kevin King Foku, finds blockers to the 5, barrels his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Westerville Central for the first time in 2025. And it's going to be a 2-point attempt. Well, the Warhawks get their first touchdown of the season. They can't convert the point after, but it's 9-0 Westerville Central. Fountain, Spencer Stolley, Caden Folk. Kick is away. Will be brought down in the end zone for a touchback. Spencer Stolley and Bellefontaine will start this drive at their own 20-yard line. And here is Rain St. Clair for Bellefontaine on 1st and 10. A little sweep across to the backfield and into the hands of Spencer Stolley, and he's maybe going to get a 1-yard gain out of this. 2nd and 9 for Bellefontaine. Pressure into the backfield. St. Clair couldn't get that pass to go, and in on the coverage in the backfield. It was Greg Woods who got in the backfield and into the face of St. Clair. Two out wide to the right, ball far hash mark. Bellefontaine working right to left as we see it. St. Clair out of the gun. The snap back to him, dropping back, under pressure, throws over the middle. It's caught at the 23-yard line to the near side 30, and out of bounds goes number 18 for Bellefontaine. That'll be Patrick Stoley. St. Clair out of the shotgun with a 4-receiver set. Looks over the middle, rolls out to his right, under pressure, and he's going to throw it away. St. Clair out of the gun. 4-receiver set, 3 to the right. Caudill the carry, the 35, 40, and brought down at the 44-yard line for a first down. Bellefontaine, that'll stop the clock momentarily to move the chains. A minute 32 be a third down. They're a yard short of the game. They marked him back to the 43, so it's going to be third down for Bellefontaine and 1. The snap to St. Clair. Caudill with the carry, near side 45 to midfield to the Warhawk 48. There's the first down for Bellefontaine into Warhawk territory with a minute 7 to play in this second quarter. First and 10, Chieftains from the Westerville Central 49-yard line. St. Clair over the middle, incomplete, almost intercepted. They were looking for Spencer Stoley, and right across the middle was Westerville Central's number 12, Nick Creaky, who's been everywhere tonight. And St. Clair will work out of the gun. Daring on the sweep. Backfield, Greg Woods said no. You're going down back in your own territory at the 45-yard line.
Tackle on the play, number 26, Gregory Woods.
St. Clair with 3 receivers to his right, 1 to the near side left. 44 seconds to work with. He's rushed from the pocket, and he's brought down once again in the backfield for another big loss. This time by number 27, Devon Lipsy of Westerville Central. Will be Cam Hebner. He's standing back at his own 32-yard line. Penalty markers on the snap. And it'll be a false start against the offense. Snap is back. No flags this time. Punt is away. High into the air onto the far side. It's going to bounce at around the 42 and out of bounds. A 4-receiver set, ball far hash mark, working left to right as we see it. 3 receivers to the near side right. Miller out of the gun. Foku to his left. The snap. Miller dropping back. Has some time in the pocket. Steps up. Fires across the middle. There's Omar Bangura, but he dropped it. He was in Bellefontaine territory at the 38-yard line, and he dropped it. Nate Miller alone in the backfield. The snap. They're going to throw into the flat. Omar Bangura near side. Breaks 1 tackle to the 45. Up to the 50. And finally brought down at the Bellefontaine 46-yard line with .2 on the clock. Once they set that ball, the clock will roll, and that should get us to halftime. I agree. The offense is starting to find a little bit of a rhythm, trying to find their identity. Omar Bangura, a big playmaker in that first half. That needs to continue going into not only the second half, but the rest of the year, because then that can open up other key players like Kevin Kane Foku, Ja'Kai John. Nine to nothing is your score as the third quarter is getting ready to get underway, as, of course, the chicken dance is the pick here inside the stadium. Love the classic choices here by Dave Pasula on the music tonight. Westerville Central won the toss to start the game. They elected to receive, and what a better way to start the third quarter than with 7 Nation Army. Let's go down to the sideline with Wes Minke. And Wes, how's that energy level for that Warhawk sideline?
It's a nice mix. There's a lot of energy all around Coach Frankie, but he is still as a silhouette. It's beautiful right now.
I like that. That was very well said. Cohen Buss has it teed up, sends it away. And this one is going to go into the end zone for a touchback. And so the Chieftains will start at their own 1st and 10 at the 20. Center with 1 back in the backfield, 3 receivers to the far side right, 1 near side left, ball near hash mark at his own 20-yard line. Brings a man in motion from that far side into the slot. They'll play action fake onto the roll far side. St. Clair's pass incomplete along the sideline. St. Clair out of the shotgun, hands it off to Caudill, and he'll make his way to the 23-yard line. Pickup of a couple yards. That'll be third down now, but not before an injured Warhawk is down on the play. Side hit, two receivers out wide to the right, one near to the near side left. Ball near hash mark. St. Clair. Play clock at 8, takes a snap, it's low, handles it. Throws near side, complete at the 35-yard line, and out of bounds goes into the hands of Patrick Stoley. Forced out of bounds by Devin Smith, I believe, of Westerville Central. There's out wide to the right, one near side left, ball near hash. They bring a man in motion from that far side. Into the backfield, play clock at 10, movement on the line, penalty markers fly. Stoley, two receivers out wide to the right, ball near hash mark at their own 30, Bellefontaine. St. Clair out of the shotgun, Caudill onto his left side hip, play clock at 15. First and 15 for the Chieftains. Dropping back is St. Clair off the snap, looking far sideline, and it's going to be incomplete. He was looking along that far side, near side left. Rain St. Clair out of the gun, hands it off Caudill across the 30, and he barrels his way across the 35. Does he get to the 38? I think they mark him back to the 37. Game, one receiver near side left for Bellefontaine. Rain St. Clair out of the shotgun, ball near hash mark. Low snap, handles it. Has time, throws near side, incomplete. They were looking on this near side, and it falls incomplete to C.J. Butler, their own 37-yard line. St. Clair sends it away. Hebner lets it bounce near side, and it goes out of bounds. Abe Miller will work out of the gun. Two receivers to the far side left. Working left to right as we see it. Ball near hash mark. Miller high snap, but hands it off Kevin King Foku. And he'll make his way to the 34-yard line. He'll bring up second down. Westerville Central, they lead 9-0 over Bellefontaine right now in the third quarter. Gora goes out wide to the left. Miller out of the gun with Foku onto his left side hip. They'll hand it off. No play action. They throw far side, and it's caught to Blas. Barrels his way to the 40, down to the 45-yard line. Kevin Blas picks up the first down in the third quarter. Westerville Central first and 10 at their own 45. Miller out of the gun. Hands it off to Kevin King Foku and gets tripped up from behind. A loss of yards in the backfield, and he was tripped up by Caleb Overman of Bellefontaine. He'll work with two receivers to his left, one to the near side right. Two backs in the backfield, Johnson and Foku. Lots of movement on the line, and Foku's going to lose the football in the backfield. It's going to be a fumble, and picked up on the play by Jeffrey Board McClain, for Bellefontaine. A lot of movement there with no whistles, and no one knew if it was actually the snap or not.
55.
At the Westerville Central 39-yard line, the Chieftains will take over at the 8:41 mark in this third quarter. And St. Clair airing it out, far side, and it's incomplete. He was looking deep at the 5-yard line to Spencer Stoley, incomplete. 10 for Bellefontaine at the Westerville Central 39. Carter Caudill with the carry. Makes his way to the Westerville Central 35-yard line, pickup of 4 yards. That'll set up third down for Bellefontaine. Side. St. Clair will work out of the shotgun. They bring a man in motion left to right. They'll hand it off Caudill, and he's going to be stopped by Mohamed Bangora, who got there first. And that will bring up a fourth down for Bellefontaine. Rain St. Clair will line up into the shotgun. He's going to go three receivers to his far side right, one near side left. That's a four-receiver set, one back in the backfield. St. Clair with time. Flush from the pocket to the right. He's going to be tripped up and brought down at the 45-yard line. Westerville Central gets a stop there.
24.
There's a penalty marker on the near sideline, and it's going to be a sideline warning. Two receivers out wide to the left for Miller out of the gun. Kevin King Foku the handoff, and he's going to be brought down in the backfield in a big, powerful throwdown. Three receivers to the near side right for Miller out of the gun. Miller wants to throw, fires, cut at the 45-yard line, and breaking into midfield goes Julian Bradley for Westerville Central. He's going to be close to a first down, and I think they're going to give him those 12 yards. So first down, Westerville Central at the midfield stripe. For Westerville Central, 6:13 on the third quarter clock. Miller throws into the flat far side. It's caught, trying to break a tackle and being forced out of bounds. Didn't see the number. That's Cam Hebner with the catch. As they work on the far hash at the Bellefontaine 46. That's Bangura in motion to the near side. He breaks some tackles up the middle, gets to the 40-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. Westerville Central, pickup of 6 yards on the play. Westerville Central at the Bellefontaine 40. Miller out of the gun, dropping back, has some time. Looks, throws far sideline to Omar Bangura and purposely overthrows him out of bounds. It'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the silver and black. 2nd and 10 for Westerville Central at the Bellefontaine 40. Miller into the flat, Omar Bangura near side, and he's going to be brought down for a loss in the backfield. Tackled by Caden Folk, and it'll be a loss of 3 yards back to the 43-yard line. Trying to be in those short down and distances on third. Miller out of the gun with time, lots of time, fires, it's caught at the 33-yard line, up to the 30, and breaking tackles to the 28-yard line. For Westerville Central goes Cam Hebner. Brought down by several Chieftains on the play. It'll bring up first down for Westerville Central. 1st and 10 at the Bellefontaine 29-yard line. Movement on the line, and there's the penalty markers. Encroachment that time on Bellefontaine. With 3 backs in the backfield. They'll hand it off this time to the left side, bouncing to the 15-yard line and crawling his way to the 12. Rylan Moran. Enough for a Warhawk first down. Central and they're driving. Nate Miller under center, hands it off. Kevin King Foku to the 5 and down to the 4-yard line. Pickup of 9 yards.
23 ball.
The drive. Miller under center on 2nd and 1 at the 3. Kevin King Foku up the middle. Did he cross the goal line? Yes, touchdown, Westerville Central. Kevin King Foku with his 2nd rushing touchdown of the night. The point after here is up, and it is good. Cohen Buss puts it through the uprights, and Westerville Central leads Bellefontaine by a score of 16-0 after that drive. Rylan Moran will send it, and this one into the end zone for another touchback by Rylan. Right to left as we see it, ball near hash mark at their own 20. St. Clair throws into the flat far side. It's caught into the hands of Spencer Stoley. Brought down on the play by Westerville Central's Nick Creaky. Time, St. Clair's going to go under center. Caudill is into the backfield. One receiver out wide to the right. Pitch back to Caudill. Across the 25 to the 27-yard line. And that'll bring up third down now.
Tackle on the play. Number 27, Vaughn Lipsy.
For Bellefontaine. St. Clair out of the gun. Man in motion to the near side. That puts 2 receivers outside the numbers. Ball between the hashes. They'll hand it off. And nothing. Maybe a gain of 1 for the Chieftains. It'll bring up 4th down for Westerville Central. St. Clair, delay a game. 3-yard line. Bellefontaine, high snap for St. Clair. Handles it, sends it away. No one back for Westerville Central to receive the punt, and it's going to take a bounce right around the 47-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10, Westerville Central. 28 seconds in this third quarter remaining. Nate Miller for Westerville Central. Pump fakes, throwing near sideline, looking for Hebner, and it's incomplete. Batted down was Patrick Stoley at their own 47-yard line. 21 seconds remain in the third quarter. Handoff Kevin King Foku to the near side edge across the 50 to the 45 of Bellefontaine and brought down at the 41-yard line of the Chieftains. That'll be enough for a Warhawk first down. That'll stop the clock momentarily. Nate Miller. And that'll be the end of the third quarter.
Central Warhawks, Central Ohio Sports Network.
Omar Bangora gets the snap, and he takes it all the way to the Bellefontaine 20-yard line. Welcome to the fourth quarter of action here on COSN. Under center, Westerville Central leads 16-0 over Bellefontaine. Miller hands it off, Kevin King Foku, and he's brought down on the play by Caleb Overman for Bellefontaine. Ja'Kai Johnson's going to go into the Wildcat. Miller goes into the slot far side. Johnson wants to throw over the middle, and it's going to be caught into the end zone. Touchdown, Kevin Blas. The first passing touchdown of the season isn't from Nate Miller. It's from Ja'Kai Johnson to Kevin Blas. Incredible. The point after, Owen Buss puts it up, and the Warhawks extend their lead 23-0. And let's go down to the sideline with that reaction from Wes Minke.
Yeah, this Warhawk sideline's pretty into it now. That's a big change of events. A huge play by Omar Bangura, followed up with a big touchdown. Of course, that's going to get the Warhawks into it. So I would like to see what Coach calls here on this next offensive possession. We saw him talk about before week one, he talked about potential of Ja'Kai Johnson maybe playing in that quarterback role in that Wildcat system, and we got to see it right there. So excited to see what else he can do tonight.
Johnson to Kevin Blas. Kickoff into the back of the end zone. Rising play. Rain St. Clair with 4 wide, 3 to his right. Takes the snap, throws into the flat near side, caught at the 20-yard line, up to the 24, goes to Spencer Stoley. 3-0, Westerville Central leads. Stoley in motion, they hand it off to Caudill, breaks a couple of tackles, shrugs one off to the 30, and brought down there, and that'll be enough for a Bellefontaine first down. Good line. Rain St. Clair with 3 to his right, 2 to his far side left. Empty backfield. That's 5 wide. Now Caudill goes into the backfield. Play clock at 7. St. Clair the snap. Throws deep down the sideline. Incomplete. It falls right off the hands of Caden Folk. He was wide open. Got behind every single Warhawk, and he was wide open. You couldn't be more wide open than that. At the 9:36 mark at their own 30-yard line. St. Clair airing it out again. Far sideline looking for Folk again, but this time out of bounds and incomplete. That'll bring up third down now for Bellefontaine. 2 receivers out wide to the left, 1 near side right. St. Clair out of the gun. Caudill will go on to his left side hip. Play clock at 2. Takes the snap. St. Clair under pressure. Steps up into the pocket. Throws over the middle. Caught at the 45-yard line. That'll be enough for a Bellefontaine first down. Spencer Stoley corralled that one in. Greg Woods was in on the coverage. First and 10 for Bellefontaine. They run it on first down. Caudill gets a couple of yards. Brought down by a group of Warhawks. 3 for Westerville Central. St. Clair out of the gun. 8:30 to play. Takes the snap. Hands it off to Carter Caudill into Warhawk territory at the 47-yard line. That'll bring up a third down and 3 for Bellefontaine. Central 47. 8 minutes to play in the game. St. Clair to Caudill on the snap, handoff, gets to the Westerville Central 44-yard line. That's enough for a first down. Low snap to St. Clair, rolls out to his left. Greg Woods all over him and brings him down in the backfield for a loss. And now there's a late penalty marker on the play as well.
Sacked by number 26 of the Warhawks, Gregory Woods.
Let's see. 5. St. Clair out of the gun with 4 receivers set, split either side. St. Clair under pressure, and he's going to be brought down at midfield for another loss on the play. 2 Warhawks were there to bring him down. One of those was number 24, Crozier. Second, 16, ball from the far hash mark. St. Clair dropping back, throws far sideline, caught at the Westerville Central 36, and out of bounds goes Patrick Stoley. And he'll make it to the, check that, 3 receivers near side right, 1 far side left, ball far hash mark. Carter Caudill gets the handoff, and he gets at least 1 yard. That should be enough for a first down to the Westerville Central 34-yard line. Rain St. Clair, I'm so used to saying that from last year. Rain St. Clair deep down the field into the end zone, incomplete. He was looking for Josh Phillips, and it falls incomplete.
Number 5, Josh Phillips.
Westerville Central had
Coverage by number 5, Dominic Least.
Dominic Least was in on the coverage. Near side right for St. Clair. In the shotgun, Caudill to his left side hip, 1 receiver, far side left. St. Clair, near side flat to Spencer Stoley. Tries to break a couple tackles and gets to the Westerville Central 31-yard line. And that will bring up third down. Yard line. Third down 7 for Bellefontaine. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the near side right. St. Clair rolling to his left, wanting to throw. Sets, fires, high lofting ball toward the end zone. Incomplete. Penalty markers fly.
Penalty on the play.
Ball near hash mark for Bellefontaine, working left to right as we see it. Handoff to Carter Caudill. And maybe a loss to the 17-yard line. It should bring up 2nd and 11 for Bellefontaine. The 16th play of the drive coming up. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the near side right. St. Clair will work out of the shotgun with Caudill to his left. St. Clair dropping back, looking to his left, going back of the end zone. Folk is there. Penalty markers fly once again. This is going to be pass interference. Westerville Central, Niko Bokatic. It'll still be 2nd down for Bellefontaine. 2nd and a couple. Caudill to the near side edge, keeps to his feet, dives toward the pylon near side. Touchdown for Bellefontaine.
For the Chieftains, Carter Caudill.
Carter Caudill from 8 yards out. Clair out of the gun. 3 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. 2-point conversion attempt here for Bellefontaine. In the end zone, incomplete. They were looking across the middle to Sutton. 3-6. Westerville Central still in the lead. And we'll see which way he does the onside kick here. Has to go 10 yards. Got a good bounce on that far side. It looks like Bellefontaine touched it though. 7 yards up. Yeah, that'll be an illegal touching. That is a penalty marker on Bellefontaine. Just not the right kick. It didn't have the right angle offline. With 4:27 to go in the game. Miller out of the gun, hands it off to Kevin King Foku up the middle to the 45.
Kevin King Foku
and gets to the Bellefontaine 44-yard line. As the Warhawks, I would assume the game plan here. Nate Miller will go under center, takes the snap. They hand it off in the backfield for a loss. Rylan Moran is on the carry for Westerville Central. That'll stop the clock at 3:39.
24 on the tackle for the Chieftains, Carter Caudill.
Miller out of the gun. 3 receivers to the near side left, man in motion. Here comes Miller, time in the pocket, rolls to his left, under pressure, fires over the middle, and it's caught at the Bellefontaine 37-yard line by Cam Hebner, who was able to dive and get underneath of that football That'll be a fresh set of downs for the silver and black.
Warhawk, first down.
Yard line, 3:10 to play. Westerville Central leading 23-6. Handoff to Foku up the middle, and gets down to the 34-yard line of Bellefontaine. Second down coming up for the Warhawks. Being healthy for next week, as Miller will go under center for Westerville Central. Toss it back. This will be Riley Moran cutting the edge near side and out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Riley Moran for Westerville Central gets a nice little chunk of yards there. It'll bring up third down for Westerville Central. Miller out of the gun. Foku behind him. High snap. Kevin King Foku breaks a couple tackles to the 25 and makes his way to the 24-yard line. And we're going to have an injury timeout for Bellefontaine this time.
Kevin King Foku on the carry.
As that looks like it'll be Caleb
Tackle.
Overman who's down on the play for Bellefontaine. And he will be attended to by the training staff of Bellefontaine. It's 1st and 10 for Westerville Central at the Bellefontaine 24-yard line. Nate Miller wants to throw, going toward the end zone, wide open and in the end zone. Touchdown, Westerville Central. Unbelievable play. Wide open was Greg Woods. They're going to bring this one back, unfortunately. 2 minutes to play now, and the game will be in the shotgun. They'll hand it off to Kevin King Foku, and he's dropped in the backfield for a loss, and on that tackle was Carter Caudill. King Foku. Appreciate them on that assist. Nate Miller, the throw into the flat far side. That's Omar Bangura. Breaks a tackle to the 20. 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Omar Bangura.
Reception by Omar Bangura.
Oh, there's a penalty marker down on the far side. The penalty is going to go against Westerville Central. This one's coming back. Yeah, a hold against the Warhawks. Omar Bangura scoring, yes. Second down and long for Westerville Central. Nate Miller airing out, middle of the field. Cam Hebner, incomplete. Underthrown to the right by Nate Miller. It'll bring up third down and 25. Under a minute to play in this one. It's 23-6. Third and 26. High snap. Nate Miller runs to his near side left. Brought down on the play at the 36-yard line.
Quarterback keeps it to the Warhawks.
And that'll bring up a fourth down for Westerville Central.
Number 52.
Well, I think you take the delay a game penalty here. Actually keep the offense out there. Nate Miller goes under center. On fourth down, they'll run it. Kevin King Foku up the middle to the 30, 25, near side 20, to the 15. Is it enough for a first down? I think they gave him the 14. I can't believe they gave him the 14-yard line. It's a first down for Westerville Central, and Kevin King Foku snapped off a big run play, and that will take us to the end of the game. Westerville Central with their first win of 2025. 23-6 is your final. The Warhawks are now 1-2 overall. The Chieftains are 1-2 overall. And Westerville Central in the win column for the first time on the season. We'll step aside, we'll take a break, and when we come back, our post-game wrap-up. Inside the post-game, we'll talk with head coach Josh Franke, and Wes Minke picks his player of the game. That's coming up next inside our post-game wrap-up. Don't miss it on COSN.
How serious is youth vaping? Irreversible lung damage serious. 1 in 10 kids vape serious, which warrants a serious conversation from a serious parental figure like yourself. Not the seriously know-it-all sports star or the seriously smart podcaster. It requires a serious conversation that is best had by you. No, seriously, the best person to talk to your child about vaping is you. To start the conversation, visit talkaboutvaping.org. Brought to you by the American Lung Association and the Ad Council.
Man, I loved playing high school sports growing up. And it's fun being a fan now, don't get me wrong, but sitting in the stands feels like I'm missing out on all the action, you know? I wanted to get back in the game, so I signed up to be a high school official. It takes me back to my playing days. I'm supporting students, and I get paid to make the big calls. Do you want to see the game up close? Sign up to become an official in Ohio at highschoolofficials.com.
Put the phone on D&D, then we go. Do not disturb when you're driving. I'm not going from A to B. I need you to stay safe, please don't always send me home. So put your phone on D&D, then we go. Do not disturb when you're driving. I'm not going from A to B. I need you to stay safe, please don't always remember this beat.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
I perform for our high school choir director, who taught me to breathe from the diaphragm and sing from the heart.
Speech, debate, theater, music. The performing arts teach valuable life lessons that typically aren't taught in the classroom. They help high school students learn leadership skills that prepare them to enjoy more satisfying, productive lives.
Hey, I've got a question for you. Who will you perform for?
This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and the high school in your community.
Welcome to Postgame Wrap-Up on Central Ohio Sports Network.
23-6, Westerville Central with the win over Bellefontaine in this one. And the Warhawks celebrating down on Warhawk Field. And we're going to keep the celebration going as we go down to the field with Wes Minke standing by with head coach Josh Franke and Kevin King-Foku.
Yeah, joined out here by Coach Franke and Kevin King-Foku. Huge game from both of you guys tonight. Obviously getting the first one in the column. How does it feel for you getting this one, kind of getting the rush off your back a little bit?
I got some points on the board, got the monkey off your back. You know, I said earlier, kind of got this dark cloud looming. I think now it's going to loosen us up a little bit, and I think we saw some things, and I think even like Nate Miller was able to get some confidence despite the penalties. He completed some passes towards the end there, and I think that's going to build some confidence in him despite the penalty yards.
Kevin King, for you, 130 yards, 2 touchdowns. What does that feel like? He told us pregame he wants to get you at least 20 touches a game. Obviously, I'm sure you got close to it, if not had it tonight. What does that feel like for you, Coach, kind of giving you that confidence?
I feel great. I feel happy. I'm very thankful to my O-line, very thankful to my team. I'm very happy right now.
We talked about the difference between you and Caudill, the running back for Bellefontaine tonight. Both big running backs, both guys that are hard to tackle. What does that feel like for you in the fourth quarter when you're running downhill and those guys have to tackle you?
I don't know. It feels amazing going against a running back that's my size, that